Hello everyone, I'm in Nashville. I'm here at Imaging USA. Imaging USA is a photographic convention for professional photographers. It's organized by Professional Photographers of America. The three reasons why I'm here every year are the International Photographic Competition, the Expo, and the lessons, the classes that run for these 3 days. The International Photographic Competition is, well, that's my primary reason. I submit every year a bunch of images from 4 to 6. This year was a great year. I've got 3 images selected and one of the 3 got into the long collection. It's White Dunes. I'm so proud of it. Getting into the long collection is actually pretty difficult. It's about 3%, if I remember correctly, of all the images submitted. And when you send an image here, you're going against some of the best photographers in the world, and all the judges are picky. They're so picky. And that's the right way of doing it. It pushes you. The second reason is the Expo down here. There are lots of companies at the Expo. Sony, for example, has a huge stand with so many lenses. That makes my gear acquisition syndrome much worse. The Sony Pro team is also in there, and if you bring your camera, I'm gonna clean it for you. They're gonna clean the sensor. The A7R4 grabs a lot of dust on that sensor. One of the most interesting stands was Fujifilm. They let me play with the Fuji 100 megapixel medium format camera. It feels good. It feels good in the hand. It's just big, this big chunk of metal. That's a huge viewfinder. You just can get lost into it. And from what I read, the image quality is outstanding. Not just the resolution, just the quality of the pixels. It's supposed to be very, very good. And the camera is slow, just like everything is slow. The autofocus is slow. The camera starts up slow. It shows the images pretty slowly, but it's not an annoying kind of slow. It's not as fast as the A7R4 by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not as slow as being unworkable. I can see myself in the field with my kind of shooting on a tripod, very methodical, to be perfectly comfortable with it. Will I buy one? I don't want to spend $15,000 right now. It's probably gonna take a while, but we'll see. Thinking about it, there's no such a thing as enough resolution for a landscape photographer. And then we got classes. Well, the classes go from that's interesting to come on. There's a lot of inspirational stuff, which is fine. Personally, I do not need inspiration. So I'm a geek. But I can see it from the point of view of a professional photographer starting with a business. Well, these classes are useful, and it's a good motivation. Then lots of classes have to do with the business side of photography, which is extremely useful. Well, the focus is mostly on the side of the portrait photographer, so how to pitch wall art, how to get weddings. That's not what I do. Still, it's interesting to see how the business evolves and how the business looks like. And then there's a lot about photographic techniques. Again, mostly focused on portrait photography. They have things like lighting. If you want to learn about lighting, this is the place to be. There's some really good photographers in there. They speak about posing. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. I might want to try some of the techniques when I'm in the field. I can go to a mountain, it's like, can you move slightly like this? Just rotate a little bit. I'll come back in 2 million years and take a shot. It would work. If you're into portrait, that's the place to be. There's lots of information about business, lots of information about dealing with clients, lots of technical information. Imaging is a good place. And it spans from wedding to portrait, a little bit of landscape, not much, just a little bit. And I'm also here for the resort. It's beautiful and relaxing. It's nice to spend 3-4 days here. My room is up there. It's very close to the action. I'm not gonna show you my room, it's super messy at the moment. But I can just walk down and get into the exhibition. That's awesome. Great for a lazy photographer. This is my 3rd year at Imaging USA and I'm having a blast. And I also enjoyed Nashville quite a bit this year. I was out for an evening and just had a dinner. And there's lots of places where to have food, hot chicken, that thing is hot. And lots of country music, lots of people. Seems like a fun place, even if you don't love country. I don't at all. If you enjoy my content, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot. Ciao.